I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Hey y'all, welcome to Thursday's Tips.
This is a new thing that we're doing, and we had requests for different kind of tips, so this is kind of like what we're going to do once a month.
And this is something that we both learned with a little research and whatnot. I have heard of people taking in a cutting board oil and moisturizing is basically what you're doing. Your wooden utensils, your cutting boards and whatnot. Well, we found upon inspection of all my many, I got a ton of them. I collect them evidently. That I found that I had some that were cracked and stuff. Well, you had a question about it and you Googled it and found out that if you have a crack or something on it, you need to get rid of it, which kind of makes sense.
It holds bacteria.
So we have 2 spoons that actually have cracks in them, and I have an actual cutting board that has a crack in it that we're going to be just throwing away. So here you go. I have my cutting boards here, and I also have all my wooden spoons.
So this could be done once or twice a year. So Elsie went ahead before all of this preparation here off screen. She washed and dried all her spoons and her cutting boards. And make sure they're thoroughly dried before you put oil on them.
Right. And all it does is it moisturizes it to keep them from cracking, and it makes them last longer.
Right, so as you see here, you're just going to put that on there and just rub it in. And I think we probably need one to kind of, a cloth to rub it off a little bit. So
this is our bad stuff. I'm going to set right there that we're going to throw away. Let me get another cloth.
You can also repurpose your cutting boards. And by the way, we're doing Crafty Fridays also, and I have something cool that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing 2 things off the bat. We're going to be doing a sugar mold for candles. I have 2 weddings, 2 children getting married this year, so I must be crafting up a storm. So I'm doing sugar molds with 12 holes in it, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it out of a 4x4 post. So I went and purchased the post, and we're going to cut them, and I'll do all of that on screen for you guys and let you see exactly how we're going to do it. I'm not going to be able to taper them because I don't have the equipment. Yeah, I don't have all of that to do that. So, but I'm going to sand it down, and it's going to help take off the edges and any kind of sharp edges on it. So it will help to make it a little more aesthetic. I don't know how many of y'all have had children get married, but 2 of them in a year is about to kill me. It's expensive and it is stressful because everybody's needing attention.
And money.
And money.
That's the biggest thing, is the money.
Yes. Ben and I were looking at buying a pickup truck because we haul a lot of stuff. And we decided that we're not going to be able to get a truck until after the weddings because it's just not feasible to afford it. So, by the way, we have Mom over here today. Mom is over here watching us, and she was out in the garden with me earlier, so if I look a little disheveled and Elsie looks disheveled, that's because Elsie was out on the lawnmower and I was in the garden planting and weeding. So that will be in another video. So if we look a little rough around the edges, that's because we were working hard outside. You want to do this, like I said, twice a year at least. That's the maximum amount, once a year. And throw away, and that's a good time to inspect. The springtime is always a good time to inspect your stuff. We're going to be doing something too, where we're going to be going through your big containers.
That I'm gonna, yeah, we're gonna clean out my canisters and stuff.
That holds all of this.
We're also going to tackle my cabinet that has my spices.
Okay, so that's another Crafty Friday project. Is I'm designing a a spice rack for her to put on the counter. Because if you open her cabinet doors right now, you will get
peppered.
bonked in the head with a bunch of spices. So Elsie she's a pack rat. She gets it on us from our dear mother. And and so she collects a lot of
Well, you
things.
never know when you're going to need a certain spice.
Well, you
so
know
we
how
have
many times that we've had that happen to us, and we ended up having issues with that. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well here while we're at it, because this is also a
We
cutting
use
board,
that weekly.
and we use this every day and weekly. But Elsie uses it every day, so we're just gonna. So we put some watermelon in the ground today, and that's going to take over the entire garden without a shadow of a doubt. So, all right.
Okay.
I think I'm going to wipe these off, Elsie. Put a little bit in the bucket. There we go. And that will last you a long time, because you want to preserve this, because if you do a lot of soap and water on your stuff, as you should do, you're going to dry it out. Wood dries out, and you're going to end up having it crack and break, and it's going to break down, and then your bacteria is going to get inside, and then you're going to get sick. So, but this is nice.
Now we're starting on the cutting board.
She has a few. Not that she didn't have a lot of spoons and forks. She has quite a bit. While you're doing that one, I'm going to do the state of, is this Georgia?
Yeah, this is Georgia State.
Look at there. We have our home state here, Georgia. Well, we weren't born here. Our dad was. But it is now all Mom's kids are here.
Oh, my brother was.
Yeah, that's right, he was. He was born in Columbus, Georgia, on the military
Or
base.
Fort Benning,
Yeah.
the hospital
So,
on the base.
Elsie and I were both born in Florida. Mom was born in Florida. Daddy and Ronnie were born in Georgia. But this is now all of our homes here. We all live in the state of Georgia. And
For a second, I thought you was going to say we all live together.
no, we don't live together.
I think we'd kill each other if we lived together.
Amen.
True. Because probably the ringleader of all problems would be Ben Hartner. Because you know how he is. He's a prankster. Always pulling tricks on us.
It has a,
Yeah, it does.
but it doesn't
It doesn't put out much.
put out much.
All right, guys. I don't know if you have ever had anything like this, but these are so much in trend right now. These kind of boards. Go buy yourself one. Actually, make it yourself. And I think we might do that, Elsie.
Ooh.
We might make some boards like that. We need to get the boards that are about this thick and maybe about this wide, and then we could cut out our own shapes. We'll do that one day.
Look at the,
Yeah. And how much I mean, think about it. You're pulling off even dirt from that. So,
and even though they're clean,
yes.
still.
So this helps to help keep it clean. Is this tiger wood?
I don't know, but it almost looks like it.
It is pretty. Maybe a kai wood. If y'all know what it is, you let us know. Because I'm pretty sure it's some kind of a very exotic wood. So we're probably going to rub these a little bit more off screen when we're done, and then put them away, and they will be good for our next time that we use them. And when we wash them again, it will preserve the oil that is in it, and then as time goes on and you use it, you're going to have to redo it again. But it's always good to keep them clean. Inspect your wooden utensils and your cutting boards or anything with wood on it that could trap bacteria, even plastic. If you have cracked plastic or anything, make sure you wash it really well, because bacteria and food can get stuck down in the cracks and you don't want to get sick. You don't want to get salmonella or anything like that. So, all right, are we almost done, sis? I think it's time for a soda break and have some Coke Zero or something. I think we'll take a dry cloth off screen and we'll go ahead and kind of get the excess oil off of these, and then we'll put them up and we'll be ready for them for our next juice. All right, guys.
We'll see you in our next video.
Have a blessed day.
I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.